Hello.
Hello, everybody. Everybody.
Greetings, humanoids.
Hello, everyone.
All you lovely people.
In
Hello.
the
house.
We have.
Shabba.
What's going on with our singer?
I'm checking if we're live. We are.
Are we
Oh
live
yeah.
now?
Welcome to
Ooh-wee.
the English Q&A.
Yes.
It's gonna be the English Q&A today.
Yes.
Hello, hi,
Right.
And yeah, I think there's like 100, 200 people already. Type your questions in the comment box, please. And NASA, our light lady / Twitch bitch, will provide us with the questions she thinks are necessary to answer. And also we're checking the
chat here.
chat
We
here.
have it on our phones. And also Chris and I, because we know you love ASMR, we have food here because we
Yeah, we just came back from workout. We had our workout day today.
yeah, it's partner workout.
We did triceps and back, and
also some chest poof and some bicep.
Also some bareback.
Some airbag as well.
Oh,
What?
that's my favorite movie, Bareback Devil.
Bareback Mountain.
Bareback Mountain. Love it.
And yeah, we're gonna eat sushi, and Klaas and Jared can start answering questions. Have fun. We're back in an hour.
Yeah,
Right.
obviously mine is with
Okay.
number only.
I'm just reading. Sound is great, so that's a relief. Thanks.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. And there's one
Oh.
question. Sorry, NASA, I just read also the original chat, if you don't mind. Where's your beard, Jared?
Well, I decided together with the other guys that's probably a wise choice for me not to go with a beard because my
decider.
The beard doesn't follow him. That's
right
the thing.
my body still doesn't grant me a proper beard. It's patchy and weird and not very thick in a way.
Patchwork
So
happens in the best families.
it
Yeah,
wouldn't
for everyone that doesn't know,
it wouldn't look very convincing.
we're gonna shoot a music video for 3 days next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday in Berlin.
Hell
And we're gonna need a little bit of more facial hair for that.
Yeah.
Except for
Right.
Jared, because he's gonna be the weird one again, as always.
So
And weird ones do not wear beards.
That means I don't have to act that much because
The creep.
it's rather inherent to me.
Wasabi?
Wasabi.
By the way, do I say thank you to people that join us and stuff? Like I think Dark Princess number something followed us and stuff.
Oh,
That
Dark
was
Princess
pretty-
number something.
Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, it was like already a minute ago. But the next question, thank you anyway for all you lovely people following us. It's a pleasure to have you in the team.
I must say, if I'm gonna do a secret Instagram profile, I'm gonna name myself Dark Princess number something.
Yeah.
Written out, number something.
Yeah, and start
Nice.
trolling people.
Hey, Dark Princess, can you please repeat what your number was in the chat in the comments?
I want to be
So-
number something.
Klaus wants your number.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And by the way, who of you guys have seen the Maiden video? Is the question from 80 Sandrindriana?
The what?
The Iron
Maiden.
Maiden video, the new
Right.
No.
I've seen the first 2 minutes.
I've seen the first 10 seconds.
I heard the song.
I haven't done either of that.
I got some from the intro because I started doing it, and then someone, I don't know, wrote a message, and then I forgot about it. The intro sounded a little like a Western movie.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Is this the entire song like that, Klaas?
No, it's the theme, but it gets classic, kind of really classic Iron Maiden style. Probably less. It's really classic rocky. It's kind of smooth song. It's
Yeah, I've watched it till the band kicked in, and it sounded really like old school. Also, the production sounded super old school.
Yeah.
Classic, yeah.
Guess
But it's
that's
a
a
good
good thing,
song.
right?
It's a good song. We're looking forward. Maybe we're going to have a new album and new show maybe already next year then.
They are doing a new album. I read
Yeah.
it somewhere.
because then they probably might have a new show as well, like a stage show, a new stage. But let's see. We are open for all that Iron Maiden is going to do to make a great show.
I mean, we can't say no at this point.
Yeah, and it will be awesome. I think Iron Maiden still got one of the coolest rock shows in the world.
NASA, I really think it's not fair to Klaas. I see it here. I see what you're doing with the Twitch. I don't think it's fair to have Klaas very lonely down there. You really need to change that. Sorry.
Or maybe the two guys should be down there since you're two on one screen.
Right. It's all about Tai Chi. No, not Tai Chi. What's the thing called? Feng Shui.
Feng Shui.
Yeah, but this is
What about Tai Chi though?
Yeah.
Gesundheit.
But hey, NASA, do it.
NASA can't change it.
I just go
course you can.
further in the questions because
Yeah.
Frank TXL asks which response to the album Judas did you like the most? I would say I like the good ones the most. No, just I don't know. It's hard. It's a not easy question.
I like the response that we got by the chart position in Germany. I like that very much.
Yeah.
That was a good response.
You're such a commercial bitch.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're
I'm sorry.
making the cow again. I think
Is that a term for spanking the monkey?
Yeah, my favorite reaction was someone who obviously knew that we were gay people, and he was saying like, oh, I'm going to fuck them in the ass and put out my cigarette on their asses. That was my that was my favorite.
Fine for me.
Reaction. What? No, really. I go with Jared. The chart position is a very good reaction.
You're
also, my mother really loved it.
For me, it's
such a sellout.
For me, it's hard to say, but I think I loved most when people came up with new ideas or new input or new like insight knowledge about the character of Judas and ways to interpret him, which we didn't know before, although we did like a whole lot of research. But some people came up with like the wildest theories, which were just making everything so much more interesting. And I really loved it. And it's not stopping now. And now I'm totally on the Judas meme trip, like trying to find the best Judas memes. So if you have some, let's post on Facebook. Please add to it in the comments.
Oh yeah.
And maybe going back to the topic, going back to kind of interview questions, like from Elendil Lorion. When you found out about the Gospel of Judas first,
that's the guy with the super long analysis.
Yeah,
and review.
Thanks for that.
When did we find what? The what?
Sorry, when you found out about the Gospel of Judas first, did you also do research on where this apocryphon comes from?
I don't really remember. When I first must be a couple of years ago on some documentary, I think, and then I was searching for it. I was searching for literature. And the problem is, as soon as you start searching for religious literature, it's very hard to find like neutral positions, like just people analyzing stuff. It's like, because most of religious literature goes like missionizing people. So you search for Judas and you find like a whole lot of stuff, which is like, it's more about like what you should believe and not what like you can just like find out about facts. And then I stumbled over a book called The Forbidden Gospels. I don't know if it's available in English. In German, it's Die verbotenen Evangelien. And it said that it had the Gospel of Judas and the Gospel of Maria Magdalene, and then some other apocryphic scripts and so on. And also knowledge about like when these apocryphs were found and how and blah, 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 blah. So we found it all in that book at first. This was where we started researching, actually.
And Pete Takmir.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Just real quick. Apparently, Hell Boulevard, the guys of Hell Boulevard are watching. So
Big
shout out to you.
You're totally awesome.
Your band sucked.
Big shout out to those fuckers.
Yeah.
Hello.
Can we wait until they're gone?
My ginger fell
Yeah.
down.
Okay.
I actually want to leave now.
All
let's
right.
leave them. Let's leave them alone on this channel.
Let's do a raid now.
Rape,
All right.
Rate Me is a song by Nirvana.
rape me. Sorry, Klaas wants to be the
No, it's
host.
all
so
fine. It's
go on.
Class took
it's all about entertainment. So
the
it's
moderator for the questions.
Q&A, but it's also the entertainment that
Klaas is doing a great job, don't you think, guys?
Pitakmia
Sorry?
ask what Pitakmia, what made you decide to do a double album?
Well, it was just so much content.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Content and
Well,
time,
I mean,
basically.
lyrical
No, but
content or story content.
we decided to do that before we had that
Yeah.
much of a content. We said on the first day of songwriting, we said like we're gonna do a double album.
Yes.
There were two reasons. Reason one, time, because there were like 100 live shows less that year, and reason two was it's the 7th album. For the 7th album, we felt like we want to set a big milestone. So
Right.
By the way, NASA said she can't change the position.
oh, danke NASA.
But
I think
NASA,
that's what she meant in her NASA style, saying cannot change.
but NASA could probably change Klaas's screen name to something cool or funny.
What's
No,
it
I think I have to
called
download it, right? And
Your
I
screen,
actually
no, your screen name, your like
my screen
nickname.
name.
He can do it himself.
Yep.
I
Do
can.
it yourself.
Nice.
Thank you.
I'm just going.
Okay, I'm gonna rename myself
Thanks
now
for the
to
question.
All right,
There's a
next question.
which I
Sorry,
find kind of interesting.
you answer. Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah.
It's question to Chris: was it difficult to record the sorrows of the young, as your overall life feeling is hopefully totally different from what it was back then? No, not at all. If you could only record or sing about things that you feel in that very moment, I think then you would be like a very, very bad performer, you know. And it's not only about performance, also like about feelings. You just have to, you know it yourself. Whenever you dwell in, I don't know, memories from the childhood, or like you think of something sad that happened in your life, or happy or whatever. At least for me, it's kind of easy to kind of re-feel that and get into the mood, and that's actually what it's all about. So no, that wasn't hard at all. It was super easy. But for me, these things are super easy. I can get in whatever kind of mood if I have a personal connection to it whenever I want to. It's like, yeah, it's like switching on a movie, you know.
I just saw one which says, "How many songs did you write original for the album?" Which sort
think
of
like
goes hand in hand with this question, I guess.
30.
Counting all the songs in that we
Didn't make it.
scrapped and or said no, that's for a different artist.
Yeah, maybe like 30, 35, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah.
I never really counted, but they were like in the songwriting camp, we had more things that we actually used for ourselves. And some are still just in some folders on the computer, and maybe to some of them nothing's gonna happen ever. And there were some rough ideas flying around before and after the songwriting camp. So if you count all of these in, it might be 40 or something.
Could have made a triple album with that.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, there's another question regarding Chris's
Your microphone
Guess-
is doing weird stuff again.
my
Yeah.
probably it's okay.
Oops.
I ask you the question and you answer, and I try to figure out what that is. Chris, were you the one who chose the song "Kiss of the Cobra King" to Powerwolf, or did they choose it? Or who
No, they
chose it?
asked me to do it.
Like that particular one.
Yeah, they were like, hey, do you want to sing a Powerwolf song? It would be this one. And I listened to it and was like, yeah, I think I can do that.
And you could.
And I could. And I liked it. I knew that song anyway, and I liked the video, which they did like a couple of years ago. And yeah.
it's pretty much on the top of your range, right? Like highest sort of possible
Yeah,
notes
like
to hit in a way.
the high octave, which I'm singing there in the background, which is a little volume wise a little lower than my regular voice, because it's more like my main vocals are 1 octave lower than actually the Powell singer's doing it, but I'm doing the high octave on it, and that was like pretty much the end of my range.
When I heard that, it was like, fucking hell, that gave me chills. Turn it off!
But you might mix that up with another Powerwolf track, because I don't even know if I'm allowed to say that, but I recorded another Powerwolf track which might be released somewhere in the future.
Did I mix that up? Okay.
And in that track I was singing like the original octave, and that was like really, really hard to get, so it was really challenging. And there was another one.
Well, I'm pretty sure I actually referred to Kiss of the Cobra King, but okay. Sounds impressive.
There's a do you know how many times Sinister Summer Stream was played? Obviously not. We know how many tickets we sold.
We also know how many times it was played.
Really? I don't know.
So some of us know.
Yeah, we got a mail from Hamburg Records. I have it somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
But these are numbers we don't share. But yeah, we know. We can actually, we didn't do, but we could actually like even ask for like geographic things, like from where did people watch it, how often, how many people, blah,
how
blah, blah.
old, addresses.
So basically demographics.
Yeah.
Everything Amazon can do.
But shouldn't.
But still does.
There's another
Like for example, not paying taxes. What?
There's another question regarding the album Judas from Aussie metal fan.
You really need to do something about the mic. Could you?
Yeah, I will. I can just unplug it. Okay, you answer the next question, and I just do things.
Bye.
Pick a question.
Okay.
I love his screen name now. Snap, crackle, and pop.
Yeah, because about the mic, that's why crackle. But Rice Krispies.
There's a question: are you gonna make a Swan Songs 4 album, including songs from Judas? Yes, but we don't know when. That's gonna be in the far future, because we have lots of other plans, release-wise, with albums, videos, and special albums in between.
Yeah,
and if there wasn't like the pandemic, it would have happened earlier, but we didn't even tour Swan Songs 3 yet.
Which will happen in April 2022.
Hopefully. You
Fingers
never know.
crossed.
I'm not blowing any whistle here. I'm just saying hopefully,
Yeah, true,
because you
true.
never know.
Knock on wood.
So I won't say like 2, 3, 4. A Swan Songs 4 record will not be out before 2025.
Can you hear me now?
We already have some ideas for the concept, though.
Yeah. and for the first music video, we already have Pi and I already worked out the idea, and it will be about destroying instruments again, but very different.
Very different. Yeah, but see you in 2025.
Is Klaus back?
Bye.
La 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 la.
Yeah,
Okay.
sounds good.
La 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 la.
Okay, because I said something before, nobody reacted, so I thought like, fuck.
Sounds
I
good.
just ignored
It's a bit roomy, but
okay, good.
But Klaus, if you're using the internal laptop microphone, you do not need to move your mouth to the microphone in front of your face.
Okay, no, but anyway, let me know if this is working, and if it's not working, I get to the internal one then.
It is.
works
That
fine.
is fine. I just came up with another question. I think it's interesting because it interests me as well. From Conejo Sidat. How did you meet Thilo Wolf? I enjoy a lot the covers you made for Lacrimosa last year.
The first time I met him, I think you met him earlier, Klaus, right?
Thilo Wolf, probably because I just know Jens Leonhardt. Maybe I said hi once.
Yeah, the first time I met him was at some WGT. It's like this wave gothic Treffen thing in Leipzig in Germany. 2016, 2015? I don't know.
When we supported, when we played right in front of them. Was it that one?
And I think I left this. I don't know if it was for sound checks or for the show, but I kind of left the stage. So it's like in the back of the stage was like a stairway going down, and he was going up. And we were like,
Stormtrooper.
Yeah. And
then we somehow started talking. I don't know.
Did he slide into your DMs?
Mm-hmm. No, it's like the drummer of my very, very first band, Filia, is now playing at Lacrimosa for like, I don't know, 10 years or 12 or 15.
Really?
Julian or Robert, however. That was my very, very first drummer. He's playing there. And then there was like the whole Children of the Dark thing happening. So we got invited to join this Mono Ink song, and then we met at the video shoot actually, and we had an interview together. It was like the first time we actually spoke and not just like
Nodded.
That was 2016.
Wow.
Was that a question or was there
That was the question.
That was the question, and I have a very geeky question now.
A what?
Geeky from Kuro Yukizumire. Non-Judas question.
Okay.
About the C part in prison. Like I try to get it. Like what is heaven for? What is heaven for? The last four are these two in fact higher notes than expected, or is it the clever? Is it this clever that one can hear the natural overtone? I only realized it 2 or 3 years ago when.
I think I'm reading the question here. I think she just means your falsetto that you're doing. What is heaven for?
Yeah, but I don't get the question. Where is it?
I think it's just 1 or 2 like for.
Yeah, always the same, isn't it?
Okay, let's say yes. It's quite like.
So it's not as complicated as you think.
It's unexpected, or is it this clever that one can have this clever? I don't get.
Is it this clever that one can hear? Is it that clever? Not she shouldn't have written this clever. Is it that clever that one can hear the natural overtone?
I still don't get it.
It's
that's a geeky
falsetto.
one indeed.
It's falsetto.
I'm saying that. What is heaven for? And for it's just like it's my natural voice, but it's my head voice, falsetto.
And it's twice the same.
Yes.
So like
genau.
the repetition is the same notes. Yeah.
Heaven. Yeah.
Okay, Mickey Mouse.
There's another geeky one, but easy to read from Flamboyant Reaper. Are you guys actually clapping the leitmotif rhythm in the illegal download link? Or I'm just super obsessed with it and imagine.
Yes. I think
You're crazy.
you heard it that much, and it's really nice of you, and we love that you're hearing it everywhere. If a car is honking at you, you hear the leitmotif. That's what we wanted. I mean,
Exactly. We're going exactly for that.
not clapping the leitmotif.
I'm clapping it. Maybe you.
I'm clapping one note of it.
And there's a question for
Well, I'm that me.
again from Frank TXL. Any plans for another tour with David Hasselhoff in the near future?
Well, I'd say you have to ask him about that because, as far as I know, not. But you know, you never know. It can happen, but I haven't heard anything about it yet.
And there is Mini Tukan. Can we expect new merchandise? For example, like new bags, maybe?
Well, we just today we just announced a few new merchandise items. So, but
That
sadly,
came
no
back.
bags.
But I
that's
think
no
bags is a good idea.
We should do bags again. I will.
But bags in what form?
Yeah, I don't know. I will write an email
Tote bags, shoppers.
right now that we should put new bags.
And regarding to that question, there's another following up from Fata Morgana 2121.
Morgana!
Sorry. I know Chris loves collecting weird comments for future t-shirt ideas. Any ideas after Judas came out?
Yes.
Cringe
Yeah,
metal.
but we can't say.
Bring pizza.
No, we can say because it's already in the internet.
What?
Yeah.
The evil, not another evil clown metal band.
All right.
Yeah, and someone with cringe metal.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're cringe metal. Your favorite cringe metal band?
Yeah, super
Well,
cringe.
we should put that into our Facebook bio.
Number one cringe metal band? Yeah.
Yeah. Number 2, sorry.
But
Oh, yeah.
yeah, sorry. But so far, I think nothing actually beat Lord of the Super Gay Ninjas.
Yeah, that's
Thus
It's
far.
just
You want the last cucumber.
It's a classic.
unprecedented
Wow.
and unsucceeded.
And there's a question from Prime Gaming Suzanne Victoria 42.
Sorry, I don't want to be a bad person, but do you have to read the names all the time? Because
Actually, I found it
It's
funny
like-
and interesting, and
is
people
it like
love.
a thing in chats that you have to do that. Like,
No, but people are very pleased to hear their names from us.
Okay,
even if
Sounds
they're not-
really?
yes, yeah.
Even if they're not pronounced correctly.
Okay,
It's like,
that's out of my control. I try to do it faster, but people love it. I think. Do
Right.
you love it?
And
Miss Strobo NASA
of
asks
course,
if they want the names in the chat or if they want us to skip it.
Okay, I'm never gonna do
of course, we always aim to please. So
All right.
that's
Okay, and the question for us: have you ever met someone and been starstruck?
oh yeah, and
yeah.
you, Klaus, should
What?
remember it.
Oh, yeah. Danny.
It was
What is that?
exactly. I'm just gonna make a start. When we were at Wave Gothic Treffen in 2019, I suppose.
Yes.
And with
yes.
Danny
As far as I remember. Exactly. We more or less ran into Danny Filth of, well, you
He
guessed
hit your
it, Cradle
knee?
of Filth. Sorry, what?
Why did you
Sorry.
ran into him?
I guess we were heading back from catering towards backstage area, and he was just crossing our way.
No, he was like walking with us. It's like two rivers collide and become
Anywho.
one.
Yeah,
And
let him finish.
We were more or less running into each other from which direction, under which circumstances ever. And I was like, okay, wow, ooh, that's him. I'm a massive Cradle of Filth fan, and I showed it to Klaas, and he was like, hey, do you want to maybe take a photo with him? And I was like, nah, I don't want to disturb the guy. I don't want to bother him.
That's the keyboard of Jared.
he's
David
just-
David.
And I pushed
Exactly.
him in Danny's direction.
No, actually, you went to him and said,
Oh.
excuse me, my friend is having a heart attack. Could he probably take a photo with you? And I was like, I was like this. Also in my
But you-
pants.
You spoke to him, right?
Maybe 2 or 3 words.
Yeah.
Mostly
don't
like,
even
thank
remember.
you.
I had my
I
starstruck
was
moment-
freaking starstruck.
Sorry. You're done? Okay. I had
I was.
You're done. Good.
No, I didn't mean it that way. I had my starstruck
What I wanted to.
our Metal Hammer Award when we were invited to the Metal Hammer Awards in 2018. No, 2019. I don't remember. One of those years.
Before the end of the world.
Yeah. And I met one of my favorite singers of all time. Chris
Harms.
Sam Carter from Architects.
What?
Sam Carter from Architects.
Nick Carter?
Carter from
Is
Architects.
that so eine...
Nick Carter from Justin Bieber.
Ist das so eine Band?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we were there in full makeup, or almost full makeup, so I don't know what he thought of me, but but I think I just a waterfall of words came out of my mouth, talking about everything. And I don't remember, but Chris remembers that I told Chris 5 times in a row.
Yeah, the rest of the evening he told me again and again and again, and I grabbed a beer. Then he came back, told me again, and he was so happy.
I was so happy.
I just always let him tell the entire story and didn't tell him that he already told me, and was just smiling at him. Was so happy that he was so happy.
You're such a friend.
I've never seen him that happy ever again, or before that. That tells a lot.
I have just right before the stream.
But from his backside.
We were doing a workout.
work on.
Uh,
You were working things out. Okay, Klaus, you're starstruck.
yeah, I'm not really starstruck, but it was a weird moment, but cool as well at the same time. The singer Phil Anselmo from Pantera, that actually just has his own projects in place, like in front of 200 people, like this night at the logo. And I was doing lights, I think, and came there, and Phil Anselmo was outside. He's actually really used, completely drunk and whatever. And I asked him, "Hey Phil, can we just do a picture together?" He's like, "Oh, I'm completely full of piss, my friend." And I said, "Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, let's do a picture." And he just grabbed me and pushed me, and I made a picture like, yeah. And he's completely done, but still like is one of my heroes from metal history, Phil Anselmo.
Sounds like a hero.
Well,
he was completely, I mean, he was super nice. He was hanging out before the show with all the fans already and just having a good time. But he was
that's someone to look up to.
it was super cool. Weird because he's really, I mean, he's alcoholic and everything, but that was cool.
I'm just out of curiosity, did he really say he was full of piss, or was he just pissed, i.e. drunk?
No, he said he's just full of piss. I don't know if it means like he's super dirty, like pissed, or just full of drunk. But anyway, I think, sorry, we have to speed up a little, but still being relaxed because the questions are exploding. And
okay.
But the people appreciate that we're having fun and expanding our answers. I just want to say that people love that I or you guys read the names. They love it. That was the first response. And I think it's the modern gladiator just fading, reading names, and people cheer like, you did it wrong. So let's entertain the people and read the names in all kinds of wrong ways. And maybe the next question.
What are you drinking, Jared?
Yeah.
Proper Bavarian beer, Allgäuer Büble. I like Allgäuer Büble, which sounds borderline pedophile if I say that. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. It's a Bavarian beer, and it's very good.
And now a party question from Christina H277. What was the most emotionally intensive song for you to play?
For what? A huge one?
What was the most emotionally intensive or intense song for you to play?
Like ever? Ooh, that's a lot.
Yeah, just name one and something you remember.
Okay.
I can never answer these kind of questions, sorry, because it always changes.
From the top of my head, I can name a very particular one, which is Letters to Home, when we performed it for the Swan Songs live stream. 21 or 18 minutes or whatever, however long it is.
Someone just tipped €5. Thank you. And just to let you know, half of the income with the tips here is going to our light lady / Twitch bitch NASA.
So
yay! So you're doing a good thing.
Nice.
Double.
Nice. It's nice.
I just have an interest. Well, I think for me it was an interesting moment. It was in Berlin, 2018 or 17. I don't know. See You Soon. We still had it in the rock and roll show. And it was the night after my grandpa died, and playing See You Soon. And I didn't know because what happens to me, but I was wearing his name on my chest with makeup that night. That was quite intense to play See You Soon. My grandpa died the night before, and I had his name on my chest. That was.
I don't even. Well, I didn't even know you had his name on your chest. That's so cool.
Yeah, and there was even a picture, but it's years ago already. It must be like 6-7 years.
And I must forgot about it, but that's a really cool thing to do.
Yeah, and that was I was crying, but nobody's seen because I'm so sweaty.
That's a lot of respect.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, playing See You Soon is always like very special. Of course, there are songs that kind of stand out for these reasons, and it's always intense and emotional. And See You Soon is one of the reasons why I'm so happy that we came up with this Swan Songs thing, because See You Soon in the regular album version with like normal drums and some electric guitars at the end of the song do not really make sense to me. And I'm always like sorry when at concerts people at rock concerts, people are like,
Yeah.
"Play See You Soon." We're like,
you soon.
but this song doesn't belong to the regular Lord of the Lost combo anymore. It's like a swan song. We have to play that with strings and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Because these songs, some of these songs became so much bigger and more intense. Also, Letters to Home, for instance.
By the way, thank you, Nava, that you also give us heads up for if somebody tips like €5 from Thornstar Arts. If we miss it in the original chat right away, please don't be afraid. We try to mention your kindness while we answer questions.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Okay.
Pi, what about the blood shower in the Gospel of Judas? How did you feel?
Well,
I want to know.
You want to know?
No. Lottel sister wants to know.
Lottel sister, I felt wet.
Well,
very wet. No,
it happens once a month.
Yeah, it happened. It was just that time of the month. No, really, it was kind of refreshing after a long video shoot that this kind of cold fake blood was running down my whole body, and it's not disgusting because it tastes like very artificial. Well, you could find that disgusting. It tastes like very artificial raspberry. So
it's called acting.
Yeah,
not too bad.
It's not for, you don't do that for fun. You really, well, also you do. I did it for fun, and it looked kind of cool, and I really wanted a shower afterwards, obviously, but I felt wet. That's it, and I was curious for the result. Yeah.
I must say, I'm actually not like so much into explaining art and stuff, but actually the blood shower thing is the only thing about Pi's character that were just made for fun. Because before you see him in this outfit, which looks a lot like Pontius Pilate. It was funny that he was Pontius Pilate, and you know the guys back then that went out and crucified Jesus are often like connected to like what the Nazis were in Germany, like in the 30s, 40s, like in the last century. So we gave him this arm patch.
Yeah.
But it was a rainbow patch, which kind of made it like super weird. And then he's like making himself like he's like actually was heißt sich segnen,
I'm giving blessings to myself by crowning myself with that halo.
With that halo, and then like washing his hands in blood. Like actually, I don't know. Can you say that in English? Like deine Hände in Unschuld waschen? Like washing your hands in innocence. I mean, in German, you can say that like you're washing your hands in innocence, but we like made him wash his hands with blood. So all these things kind of were like symbols to us that are our part to tell the feeling of the story and the weirdness of the characters. But the blood show was just for fun.
That was just for fun. I also drank a bit of it before that, but that didn't make it to the video.
You're a sick bastard.
Yeah, I know. But also you have this washing your hands in blood, then you're crowning yourself with a halo. Then you're looking like an ancient Nazi, but with the rainbow patch. It's always this jumping in between extremes, which makes it very interesting, and which is a great symbolism also for Judas.
And maybe if we talk about that, I'm sorry for all your questions going by, but whatever, because you might want to have the inside view. No one actually commented on this because some people might not have seen it. If you look at Klaas, when he's like whipping himself, no, what do you say? Like
SMing himself.
Yeah. Was heißt sich selbst geißeln? Sorry, my English is very bad today. You know what the monks do, like the self. When he's doing the thing, what actually appears on his back, obviously, it's not blood, it's gold coming from him, but that was just like for aesthetic reasons. But what you see there on his back is actually the J symbol. It's actually the inverted Judas cross, which appears piece by piece on his back. No one has seen it so far, I think.
Nice.
I can't recall any comment about
Didn't read anything about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now you know.
Yulcard76 asks a question to Chris. Daniel Graves made a song to Lottel Plus project.
Yeah.
Are there any chances of your participation in his 12 months, 12 singles project in exchange?
If I look into my calendar, I see Daniel Graves visiting me in Hamburg. I'm picking him up at the airport on Thursday, the 29th of July, and he's flying back on August the 2nd. So in between, we could get like super wasted if I would get wasted, but I don't. So we might be creative.
By the way, I'm coming over on the 29th. I don't know what time, but I'm in.
No.
Cool.
And
Yes, someone in the evening, I think.
cool. Something interesting is again mostly for Chris, I think. Storm Rose Sky asks, my apologies, blah blah question before. But when you write your lyrics, do you first write them in German and translate later?
No.
Well, that's a question for everyone who writes lyrics.
Yeah, I know. I thought about that. Like, I'm sorry, Pi. I didn't want to
You
exclude
don't read
you.
any album credits, I know.
Get a room.
Yeah. Fight. Okay,
I know.
everybody. Question to everybody.
I think I never did that, like really translating.
No.
Unless I had to, because sometimes you write lyrics, someone says like, "Oh, can I have that in another language? I like it."
Yeah, true. If you don't know how to say it in English, what you actually want to express, then you write it down in German to keep it as an idea, basically. But obviously, you keep searching for the English word, so you're not writing lyrics in that sense in German. At least I don't. I wrote everything in English from the start.
Sometimes you make like notes what you actually want to say or the effect you want to achieve actually.
Yeah.
But I don't really remember like writing like full lyrics and translating them, because when you write lyrics, it's not only about like the words you write, it's also about like the singability. Is that a word actually?
Yeah.
Like how you can phrase it, like the phonetics and stuff. Like it's super important. Sometimes you even choose a different word which does not even it might even have not the I don't know, it might even have a worse sense than the other one, but the singability is better. You know, it's just like it makes more sense because the voice is also a musical instrument.
And when the singability is better, the performance is also better. So even though the feeling, even though it might be a weaker word or anything, when the performance is that much better, it comes across way better at the end.
All right. Conejo Cidat asks, question to Jared. Why did you decide to call yourself Jared Dirge?
Gerhard.
And before you answer, I can already say, because I recross, Slestek just tipped 10 euros. So thank you very much, Slestek, for tipping.
And Heba Metania tipped 20 euros.
Oh, where's that?
Much obliged.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thanks for all.
Dankeschön.
We try to catch all of your names, and thank you for tipping.
Right.
Okay, cool. Next question.
Well, when we started, we would enforce stage names all the time, and sort of to make it a bit more internationally usable in a way. And so it was just, it just offered itself pretty much that I would call myself Jared, because my typical German name is Gerrit, which is kind of homophonous. And in terms of the last name, Gerhard, no. In terms of the last name, it's actually, isn't it an anagram when you rearrange the letters to a new word? It's an anagram, right?
No, it's an acronym, I think.
No, an acronym
No,
is
it's an acronym.
No, acronym has to do with abbreviations. I think it's an anagram. It's an anagram, right? An anagram from a nickname that I was given in school, which kind of referred to my actual name. So my nickname in school was Gerdi, for reasons I cannot recall anymore. And I always liked the word dirt, the English word. So I was like, okay, this sounds super gothic. And back then I was going for that. And right now I actually think, well, that was daft. But hey, I'm stuck with it, so I'm fine. Hi,
It's
I'm
kinda,
done.
it kind of fits you.
Yeah.
All
sounds
right.
So
silly.
Jormachan asks, hey, as a Finnish guy, I'm interested in what are your favorite Finnish bands? I like Eloveti, I can say, because the guys are fun and we toured with them.
Finnish band?
No,
I think
No,
they're
not Eloveti. The other ones.
Switzerland. They're from Switzerland.
Sorry, I
Kopiklani.
didn't mean Eloveti. The other ones, Kopiklani.
Kopiklani.
Sorry, Kopiklani. They're super fun. And
kind
of
of mix it
course,
up because we've been with both of them on the same kind of tour.
yeah, that's why I mixed it
Right.
up. But Leningrad Cowboys are my all-star, always super fun, best Finnish band, I think. And Lordi.
I think my it's very, very good. And I also love Rain Diary.
I was going to say Rain Diary, and also I love the
Diarrhea Rain.
and also because I like the energy they spread so much is Turmion Catilat and
Tomian, get
Ah, yeah,
it.
yeah,
Fear
cool.
Fear of Domination. Thank you.
Yeah, it's just like super
That
classic
is-
industrial up tempo.
It just hits you in the face in the best possible way.
Oh, we got lots more of tips. Like
Yeah, I
what-
just wanted to
Well,
interrupt, like,
Can
because I'm
you-
having a heart attack. Christina 8277 tipped 100 euros. That's
Woo!
crazy.
Thank you.
And the same Christina is also asking Jared for piano tutorials. And I remember Jared telling me for years, yeah, I'm gonna do more after we did like one for La Bomba like 200 years ago.
Yeah, right. The
That's
thing is, I'm not. The sort of problem with that is that I'm not too. Am I allowed to say things, or should I just? Okay.
no.
Thing is, I'm just not too comfortable in front of cameras, so I'm having sort of a hard time really going for it. But I guess the more questions we get for piano tutorials, the more I should probably have to go for it. So
You could just have.
I'm trying my best.
Sorry, you could just have a bird's eye view on your hands.
Yeah, and not make a tutorial, just make a playthrough.
Okay, if it's just my hands, I guess I could deal with that.
I think I know. I mean, there's so much fan art of you that shows that people are definitely hardcore interested in your face. But I think for
Well,
piano,
I'm not.
yeah, but
Yeah.
it's the truth. But I think for piano playthroughs, I think
Yeah.
in this case people are most interested in what
course.
you're doing.
Nobody wants to see the keyboardist's face. Like,
Well, maybe you could really do that. Maybe you don't even need to re-record stuff on top of another instrumental. I think it's just like playing along the songs.
right.
People can actually see it. I think that's this
Yeah.
is how I understand the wish for piano tutorials.
That's
actually.
Yeah, I guess sort of the idea of a playthrough makes a lot more sense than a tutorial, because to be honest, in our music there's not that much to explain musically. It's fairly
Oh, that's what
Well,
you say.
okay. Yeah, well, but
because to us it's logical.
Yeah, but and I also must say, like,
okay.
the technique on the piano, once you get it, you kind of get it by like, okay, I get from this key to this key. If I see like guitar tutorials with like freakish soul stuff, then I get more like techniques, because you have so many more options to play the same kind of note. On the piano, you don't have the options.
Yeah,
if you
right.
want to hit a certain note, then you have this one key and no other. On the
Yeah.
guitar, you have like
Exactly.
sometimes 5 of them. So I kind of get more the tutorial thought for it.
On the piano it's more like the way you're, okay, no pun intended, your fingering actually matters a lot more. The way how you get from one note to another with everything you do. So
Okay,
it's
I'm
all
not
about the
making
fingering,
this up
guys.
right now.
Sorry?
About the A.
Yeah,
Sorry, what was that?
fingering A major.
Better than fingering a, well, okay.
Okay, Katushka 483 just tipped €5 and thank you so much.
Thank you.
Much
And there's
obliged.
another question from Yulcard76.
Ooh, club.
In the
Good
song,
God.
Be Still and Know has a reversed part in the end. It's kids reading from some text in German. Is it the text of Judas Evangelium?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
If you find a way to kind of play it in reverse, It's part of the Judas gospel, yeah.
Nice. And Mithiak, please skip my name. I have noticed you guys love eating sushi a lot. What's your favorite sushi? Do you like Pokeballs as well?
Yes. Pokeballs are very, very nice. And
Pokeballs are the things that you throw and then something comes out of it, right?
exactly. You have the Master Ball, you have the Hyper Ball, you have the.
So that's a Pokeball.
What? Give me your balls.
That's kind of ballsy. Okay, Chris, I have to admit you have a serious set of balls.
Okay, but to answer your question.
I think I have a problem.
Yes, you do. And balls. My favorite sushi is actually the one that a store called Loco Sushi does. It's a vegan sushi store in Hamburg, and they do something with mango, avocado, fake caviar, and so it's super bougie, but I like it.
What?
And tofu. That's my favorite sushi.
Nice.
7, 8, 9. Oh, look, there's Pokemons in it! Everywhere. Klaas, there was a question like, will Klaas do more base tutorials? Actually, we're still waiting for the Gospel of Judas base tutorial.
Yeah, I have something cool in mind that I could not yet realize, but I'm on it as soon as possible.
Cool.
Okay.
Good for you.
Next question from Phoenix Thunder. What was your inspirations for the song Dare to Know? Is it about Judas too or not, since it's not on the album? I love that song, by the way.
Yeah, it could be, but it's one of the reasons why it's not on the album. It's not so clear, no.
No. Actually, it's kind of our view on or one of our views on the person of Judas, because we wanted to look at the character Judas in a more differentiated way, and then Dare to Know.
Good word.
Thank you. I didn't come up with that word. And in Dare to Know, as the title already says, and the chorus, we dare to know, it's kind of a hymn, not the band, kind of a hymn, to questioning things and wanting to see things not in a binary way, but actually in a more intricate way.
But it's not a song about conspiracy theories.
No.
So it's not like a wake up song.
But it's also...
We have that song. Wake up.
All right. Oh, that's our conspiracy theory song.
Write a theory in the dark.
Actually, the initial idea for this kind of lyrics came from, and parts of the lyrics came from our co-producer Benny.
Yes.
He came up with the initial idea for that lyrics, and then Pete started working on it.
We had a Zoom session. That was my first productive Zoom session ever. I was sitting on the couch and calling Zoom, writing the core of the lyrics to Dare to Know.
But as you can see, this song, it's not like, I mean, many songs on Judas can be like listened to totally unrelated to the topic, but especially for Dare to Know, we were like, even also musically, the song did not really fit in the whole feeling. It kind of stand out, but in a positive way, because for us it's still a big hit. So it was just a good way to give it to that magazine.
And by the way, the questions I'm reading are kind of up to 30 minutes old, because there are so many questions. So if you have a question, ask your question and just stay in the chat and wait until we read it. For example,
or ask it again. You can just like push it in again and again and again.
Yeah. But not spamming, because then you get kicked out automatically.
Okay, just do it again and again, but not and again.
Again. So we try to get all your questions and all that are relevant and not being asked. Some people asked the same question again because they just came to the show here. So we try our best to please you guys with answering your questions. For example, Elendil Lorian asks, what is the best Gothic band from your point of view?
Lord of the Lost.
The what?
Yeah.
No, I can't say that.
Best Gothic band.
I think best is always a matter
Subjective.
of opinion.
What is a Gothic band?
Define Gothic. What
Yes.
is Gothic? You can like real Gothic stops at like at the end of the 80s.
Yeah, right. That's why I say always Catatonia these days, because it's for me it's really Gothic, but since I like metal more, Catatonia for me is the actual best.
If I could
Gothic band.
get rid of
second that.
one certain kind of question for good, it would be like, what is the best? Because for me, there is never like the best in something, because everything has so many point of views. Of course, you can check like 10 people who's running the fastest, and you can say like, okay, you're the best runner from these 10 because you've been the fastest. Of course, that works. But for these kind of things, which are not measurable, and which at least for me, can change any second.
Right.
Because it's like, especially music and art, it's something so much related to feelings.
There are just things that are inherently objective, but music and art in general is just subjective as it could get.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, true.
you can't measure that, right?
So we should say the Gothic band we like best and that we feel like is to us Gothic, and to me, that's him.
Who?
Him?
Him?
No, him. The band him.
Oh.
The Billevado and the voice.
By the way, sorry to interrupt, but Katla Katten just tipped 70 euros and 70 cents. 77 euros and 7 cents. Yeah.
Thank you.
And
See what you did there?
Olga Fromsche tipped 5 euros. That's crazy. You guys are crazy. Thank you very much.
Now that be rich.
And there's a question why my background is so murky. For what? Because it looks like shit. That's why murky looks better than shit. Because I have dog food in the back. I just had to clean today. That's
Because
why.
he doesn't have money to get like human food.
So
Yeah,
why,
right,
why is my foreground not murky?
Don't do more. It's all right. What are your recently watched Netflix series or similar?
I'm rewatching Friends now for the 10th time, and before that I watched Atypical.
Ah, I've seen your post about that.
Yeah, it's great.
Because you said it was super moving, I wasn't able to carry on watching because I was so hit by his character.
Yeah.
And his problems that he has that are very, very subjective to him. It was just too hard to watch.
But it's getting very cute and very nice and emotional later.
Okay.
It's really like heartwarming.
I'm just kind of finishing up Vikings. I never seen it before. I'm now at the end of season 4.
But that's not on Netflix.
Vikings is on Netflix.
Is it?
Yeah.
I thought it's just...
No, it's on Netflix.
Okay, sorry, it's on Netflix.
Yes.
I just-
to
Sorry.
anyone who didn't watch it, I'm just going to spoil it. Ragnar dies.
But we all die, don't we?
Yes. After seeing that yesterday, I was shocked. Sorry.
Oh, du bist so ein Lottbrocken, ey.
Brocken. Lagertha, the
I just
yes.
The actress of
Okay,
Lagertha,
what?
she used to work as a security lady for other female actors in Hollywood because
Oh, wow.
she has like
The moves.
the moves. She has like degrees in like every kind of mixed martial arts you can ever get, and she was like security lady for other
Nice.
actors.
Catherine Winnick.
Catherine Winnick Nude.
Hey Siri. Yeah. Okay,
send,
Jared. What?
send Bob's in Vagine.
Guys, for your answer, thank you very much, Goofy. Vampire is me just tipped euros 66. €66. And Lady Sarah Noir just tipped €3. What the fuck?
Nice.
Crazy.
Thanks.
Now back to Jared Dirt.
I just finished. Okay, just finished is a euphemism for a couple of weeks ago. The second season of Ragnarök, which I enjoyed
yeah.
quite a lot.
I gotta jump in there. And I just finished season 1 of Sweet Tooth yesterday.
Is
Instead-
Ragnarok also with Vikings?
No. Ragnarok is
Sorry, what?
it's not like Vikings.
It's
It's playing
No.
now in the present.
it's somewhere it's sort of somewhere between
Dark Stranger Things and Vikings.
it's comparable to Dark and Stranger Things. Exactly. I was thinking about the second
Oh,
one.
cool.
It's somewhere in between, but more Scandinavian.
It's based and it's a Scandinavian series, like from Norway.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't spoil it if I tell you that it's like actually like kids, especially this one boy, 17 years old, getting some higher powers of the northern gods, and so the kind of history it's repeating himself in this very
Actually, it's a Danish series which just is located or situated in
right.
Norway. But yeah, it's a
Okay.
Danish production.
But I think the original language that they speak is Norwegian, right?
I think I've tried to watch it in the original language, and I think so.
I tried
but
in
also
original
with
language because like I always do that, but I ended up watching it in German because it was
didn't work for me. So English didn't work for me in this particular case as well, because English works for me with English productions, but not for something that is dubbed in English.
No, but Ragnarok is really, really nice.
Okay.
Well made.
Yeah.
Okay. You're right. I did finish Sweet Tooth first season and still stuck in Mandalorian season 2. Or I think I'm the last episode. But
oh yeah, Sweet Tooth. I started first episode. I need to I need to watch it with my son.
But you should start with it. I think it needs a.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. And Jurata77 asked, I think already the second time, it was a long question. Now I just put it together. What's the difference between our actual rehearsing only for shows and playing in a band like we did before, rehearsing in the band to write songs and stuff like that?
Not sure I get the question.
Yeah, because we don't rehearse to create songs. You know, we're not in the rehearsal room and write songs, not being creative.
We're not jamming.
What's the difference between the jamming bands that we might have been in before to our actual situation?
The difference is
jamming.
that
the jamming bands don't get anywhere.
Yeah,
it's not productive or efficient.
Because all these jamming bands that we've been into didn't get anywhere. Because the thing is, for some bands, it's the only thing of writing songs, and for some bands, it might be like the key to success as well. But for us, it was always like get like a couple of people in a room, and everyone starts like, "Hey, let's play the riff," and someone's like, "Yeah, I'm going to put a solo on top of it." And maybe I try a drum fill. Oh, that's killer.
And then you have the drummer. I have to tune. Boom, boom, boom. And that's not a song.
Yeah, and then you end up in like
and then you have the keyboardist trying to tell everyone what they've got to play.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it can also work out since the bands 20 years ago also became successful. But it takes more time, I guess. That's the major thing.
You know, it's still like 20, 30, 40 years ago, there was like many bands that didn't work that way. Like if you just, for instance, Beatles or Queen, you have like a typical Lennon-McCartney song, both of them sitting together, writing a song, producing a rough kind of demo on whatever kind of recording device, or just showing it to the others, working out, or someone was like giving them actually sheets with score to play. Bohemian Rhapsody, like one of the most complex songs, was written by mainly Freddie Mercury alone, or just by him alone, as far as I know. A song like this cannot get done by a band jamming.
And they all wrote songs, so I think they wrote songs alone, or at least having major ideas. That's right.
Yeah, and that's what we do. We have like people that compose the songs. Like I'm having an idea alone, or I'm sitting down with Pi, or I'm sitting down with Jared, or Jared is sitting down with Klaas, or whatever. And then maybe like in the end you get a 50% idea, and then someone else comes in like, hey, I have something, I can change something, give it to me. And then we're like playing ping pong. And that's how it works.
It would be nice to see a statistic, like how bands write songs. If it's just like one person in the whole band and how they do. You know, like 50%, 40%, but
You
just
can
interesting.
just
Nobody.
check the booklet.
We have to ask everybody. And by
Yeah,
the
you
way,
in most cases, check the booklet. In most cases, you have the people that wrote the song.
yeah, okay, but still having the statistics of mostly all the bands, and you don't need to read all the 5,000 booklets. That would be great if there would be something like that. You know.
You can look that up. There's a database actually for the GEMA in Germany. If you remember there, you can look it up. But you don't have like a full list with all bands.
Yeah,
stuff.
right.
You can look
No,
up
but it's an interesting question.
Look
But
at- look
it
up.
doesn't matter. The most important thing is that we are good in writing songs the way we do, I think, and that we can deliver you guys our stuff. Hip Amitanya, I don't know if we mentioned her already, tipped 20 euros, and that's amazing. And
Yeah, we did.
Nice.
And if you are a Hip Amme, keep up the good work. I think there are way too few of you guys these days, right? Hip Amme. And thank you for helping by giving birth to so many kids. That's awesome. And sorry, but I'm just off right now. Piano tutorials we already get from Jared.
Yep.
Oh, Slestek, I think we said that.
Okay, then this might be a continuation from my former question. It's from Jurate777. Do you sometimes meet for fun, not necessarily with other LOTL members, to make not work connected music? Yes, in that case, it was with a LOTL member, with Jared, because you all maybe some of you know our underground project called Die angebrochenen Schnapsflaschen.
Drunk punk.
It's a very method acting, actually.
Yeah.
There's a song called Warmes Bier is the title. It's in English, it's Warm Beer. We did one song so far. But we have a couple more ideas.
We still have to continue that. And
true.
Well,
and also, yeah.
The thing is, I actually have to say we did have enough time in the past 18 months, and we didn't manage to do it.
Yeah, because we wrote an album.
Shame on us. Well, yeah, but there was still enough time to get shit-faced and write other songs.
Of course it was.
Plenty of time.
Maybe we will meet one evening and then have another song.
One evening, one case of beer, one song.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
It's a request from Thornstar Arts. Like, do you plan to make personal Q&A like you did this January?
Yeah, I think this is something we could implement in our.
I like that.
Marketing list. I will just right now write an email to everyone, sending me go or no go dates.
Chris sent me an email
for single Q&As. That's a good idea.
Yeah, I love that last time, because it was in the midst of lockdown, and you weren't really socializing with anyone, and this Twitch Q&A that all of us did as a one person, it made me feel like I'm talking to a lot of friends. That was very cool.
Like for the first time, like you had the feeling like how
You're
it
not
is
my
to
friend.
like having friends.
How do you know?
I'm asking you.
For advice? Yeah. I can't give you advice. Yeah.
Wait a second. And thanks again to Christina8277. Just tipped 100 euros. I thought she already did. Is it the second time? And thank you so much. It's a bit overwhelming, but thank you very much again.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Thanks.
Crazy shit. There's another question from Mulecard76 about if there's any chance to listen to the Lotto Plus songs on streaming platforms someday.
Yeah, later this year.
There's your answer.
Yeah, happen. We don't know why. Why? We don't know when yet. We don't know why. It's just there. we don't know when yet. It's, let's say, Christmas-ish.
Ish.
Is prior Christmas.
Yeah.
I think
There's like
that,
Lord.
that's a
sorry.
label decision, you know.
Yep.
There's like Lord Arian, I think. How much exercising do you need for your singing, depending on live shows, main vocals as well as backing vocals?
I don't really know. Well, I mean, I did backing vocals before, but a minor amount that didn't need any real warm up. Probably a lot of exercise. But now that Judas is out and we have to perform those songs live, where the amount of singing is way higher, vastly higher for background vocals, I yet have to find out how much I should practice before. You're touching my tralala. How much I should have to practice and exercise and warm up before an actual show, not the live stream.
A lot.
You want to talk?
No.
Whoa.
No.
Okay.
Wow, shots fired.
So another question, or this
no.
is the Chris has to. Sorry.
Chris sings it.
For
Yeah, sorry. So I didn't. I forgot.
for live
You
shows,
sing.
I don't really practice apart from our band rehearsals, and I just like I already feel warmed up by sound check. You know, we're doing sound check a couple of hours before the show, then I feel like warmed up. But for the studio, it always takes me like half an hour to drive from home to the studio, so I always just use that time in the car and just sing, mostly just on one note and trying to achieve the ability of so-called overtone singing. And this kind of warms up my voice. I'm done.
Lady Sandriana asked if Chris's parents will react to another music videos as well.
I think they would do it, but I think it's only like funny ones for now. And might ask them again when we have a new album out in like 10 years. Or 100. But so far it's not funny to do it just like so shortly after.
By the way, Kira Lee 555 tipped €20 and
Julcard 76 tip 10.
10.
Shit.
Tip 10.
Thank you.
Shit.
We need some funny sounds and stuff for somebody. If somebody tipped.
I'm gonna make a funny sound now because I have to pee. I'm sorry. I'll be right back.
So that was just the question, Jared. What the black liquid was in the Gospel of Judas that you spit it from Thornstar Arts?
That was cake icing with food dye.
Oh,
Thank
hey.
you. You're
Have a
welcome.
good pee.
Someone,
Yeah. Sorry, can I go?
Yeah.
Someone's asking if you can find the lyrics for the demo CD. I think you don't mean the. I think you mean the sorrows of the young. Right? If you mean the sorrows of the young, please tell me again. Then we could put those lyrics in our Telegram channel, maybe.
We have a Telegram channel if you didn't know.
And we do things there that we're not doing
Anywhere else.
Yeah.
It's for free, of course.
Yeah.
Who does a network not for free?
What is Nick doing? Playing with the breasts? Question marks. Mark. Just one question mark.
Probably. Nick is sick. Nick is sick.
Nicky 6. He's Nicky 6.
He's Nicky 6.
I'm gonna write on this one. I'm gonna write down the sorrows of the young lyrics. Telegram. I will do that like within the next couple of days.
5 years.
The next couple of days of 5 years.
There's an interesting question related to Judas from Elendil Lorian again. Did you also consult people related to the church to get more information or perspectives on Judas Iscariot? If yes, what did those people think about the Gospel of Judas, since it's a gospel forbidden by the church?
Wait 1 or 2 weeks, and we're gonna have an interview out with. No, it's not an interview. It's like more conversation, a talk between me and a befriended pastor.
An eye to eye.
Yeah, like an eye-to-eye interview.
If you remember these.
Yeah, but we're not going to call this one eye-to-eye interview. But
no.
Yeah, just wait 2 weeks or something. It's gonna be out everywhere in our socials and on TV worldwide.
Bible TV.
Yeah, no, it was like really like one of the most interesting conversations and interviews that I ever had, and all the guys were there like listening because
I learned a lot.
because they actually wanted to leave, and then we started talking. Then yeah, got more and more crazy.
Hello.
We got another
Hi.
100 euro here. Crazy.
What?
20 and 10 from. Oh no, it's just coming later.
It's coming later.
But thank you again.
Thank you very much. Thank you, and also on behalf of NASA, she'll get half of it. NASA, please don't forget to write a nice invoice afterwards. I can tell you the exact amount of money. So far, we have a couple of €100, so half of it for now would be like €2.50.
About more or less.
All right. Askar Del Meyer.
Just got deleted from our WhatsApp group. Sorry.
Askar Del Meyer. Hi guys, in 2019 you released a video for the song Till Death Us Do Part with Best of Album. Will you release more videos for songs from previous albums, especially since the Antagony album will be re-released soon, if I understood it correctly?
Did you?
Maybe for another best of album in, I don't know, when the band is out like for 20 years, it makes sense to go back to a very old song with a new version. But I really don't feel like, because like we did a new version of Till Death Us Do Part. We didn't make a video for like a 10-year-old version. And I really don't feel like making a video for a 10-year-old song. So it must be a new version. And a re-release is never a new version. It's just like CD sold out, then you do a re-release with like different look, maybe remastered or something, but you don't re-record the song. So for Antagony, no, it's not going to happen.
Another interesting question, since I already had that topic in front of me when I checked my podcasts on Spotify. Podcast 200 LP asks, will there be more Lordcast episodes in the future?
I don't think so, actually.
I think since we found Twitch for us, it's sort of it's sort of a substitute for the Lordcast because it's the best of both worlds.
Right.
You
I mean-
can't exclude it 100% because you can never say, you can't say never say never. It's what you say, right?
Das hast du
So
gesagt.
we have a topic that we feel like talking about and giving it a platform in a sense of a podcast, then we'll do it. If not, this seems like a more direct way of communicating and talking with you guys. So
Here's a question. All of you had characters in the Gospel of Judas video? Yes,
Did you-
of course.
did you watch
Oh
it?
yeah.
My usual.
Yeah, of course. Watch it again. There's 5. Or actually, like, I'm not having one because I'm like the singer. Yeah, I look like, I don't know, something between
True, yeah.
between a king and a queen or something, or like, let's say, a drag queen king.
A queen.
Yeah. So, but
Queen.
I really, apart from the scepter in the Judas cross visual, I don't really do something except for singing. But the others have
Tinny Nick.
Pie with the blood. You have vomiting Jared, and you have like whipping class.
The whipping class. Not the working class. The
Go Riders!
Here's another one for merch. I have missed few of those beautiful shirts on Lord Shop. Is there any chance that the old shirts might return to buy? Are they really gone? There's stuff we're not going to reproduce. At least I think so. And some things we will, of course, reproduce. Right now we're doing like a new version of the Love of the Lost shirt, you know, the rainbow thing, just with the new logo we have, but the whole visual stays the same. And it depends. It depends on 2 things. One is like, what do we want to put out as merch? No, 3 things. 2 is like, is it connected to some kind of album release or whatever? And 3 is like, does it actually sell? Because some shirts, this is why we do this 50% sale at the moment, because some shirts just don't sell for years. So please go to Lord Shop and buy all these 50% shirts, not because it makes us rich, because like selling a shirt for 50% means losing money. We just want to get rid of the old shit
So
to
we
have space for new shit.
Empty us, milk us.
Nice
Well,
milk.
or the storage space for that
Noch ein
matter.
Wasser, Pi?
Ja, gerne, Christian.
Kitty Misty 13. Jared, I realize you are allergic to pet hair, but love.
That is correct.
Do you have any? I have 10.
No, I don't have any cats anymore. I used to have 2 when I was still living with my ex-girlfriend, and I chose for various reasons not to get any new cats because, well, under normal circumstances, we are just on the road too much, so the cats would be alone most of the time, and I couldn't do that to them. And also, and I really have to be brutally honest here, I can't get myself to how to put that delicately. I can't get myself to take care of other living beings' feces. I don't want to do this ever. So it's not going to happen anymore. I'm pretty sorry. As long as they don't manage to go take shit outside by themselves, or I have a
That would be nice.
I have a flat or a house that actually suits cats, because I think capturing or like imprisoning a cat in a 60 square meter flat like this one is just animal torture. I could never do that anymore. I did that and it didn't feel right.
Yeah, eating animals is animal talk. No.
Also, but also the main reason really is there's just too many hairs all over the place, and I don't want to take care of any other mammals' feces.
Can take
Yeah,
a cat, but they shit as well. Okay, Chris is back because Kate Spooktress asks, while you took over Napalm Records Instagram, Chris mentioned wanting a collab with Tatiana from Ginger. Did you get any feedback from her?
Colin. No, we didn't. Yet.
Sadly, no. But I mean, if we really wanted to ask, then it's so easy to reach out because they're on the same label. I just write someone from the label and ask them to pass on a message to them, and I think I might do that in the future because I think it would be really interesting. Because when you listen to most of these kind of duets between like a male and a female singer, in most cases, in metal songs, you have like a screamo guy, and then you have like a lady singing clean vocals.
So-called Beauty and the Beast vocals.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And for this kind of song, what I have in mind is me, no screamo stuff at all. It's just like, you know, having her doing all the brutal stuff and me singing. I think it can be super intense. And then maybe in some kind of middle 8 part or something, like both clean voices together and then going back in the super energetic chorus. This is what I have in mind.
Nice.
Maybe.
The thing is, the question we answered sometimes already, but it's interesting because she says she is on lockdown at the moment, so it would have been interesting where she's from. Because Suzanne Victoria 42 asks what we did in lockdown to stay sane.
Masturbating.
Routines. I think routines. Everybody's answer, routine, to keep routine.
Routines, right?
Yeah, I was walking the dogs
Routine.
times a day.
Yes.
Okay.
For me, it was easy. I have a kid. You have to stay sane because there's always something you have to be there for. You don't look at yourself. You just be there and shut the fuck up and don't cry, you know. I had to.
Well,
That's
So it's
one
like
way to put it.
It really makes things easier because if I wouldn't have like a kid to take care about, I think I would have much more easily have gone to some kind of depression.
right.
Yeah. Okay.
I really don't want to answer that question. Sorry, but I've gotten that question. Everyone thought about this question so much over the last 1.5 years, and I think a large part of the last 1.5 years were the worst years of my life. I think in parts.
I think it was mostly
I really don't want to answer that.
struggling and coping in a way.
By the way, I think we didn't mention yet, Kira Leaf 555 took 20 euros. Thank you very much. That's crazy.
And also, apparently for the third time now, Christina 8277 tipped another $100.
I just
sure if I
realized,
got it right, but crazy.
Is that
Wow.
Christina? Thank you very, very much. But
Yes.
is that really you doing that, or is your PayPal hacked, or I don't know? Just
Just making sure.
no joke.
Yeah, right.
Just making sure, not that like you're sending like 100 euro every couple of minutes. And
Maybe it's the daughter or something.
I
Oh,
have-
I love them so much.
But in case it's really you and it's genuine, then we absolutely appreciate that. So much obliged.
thank you.
Right. Where do we go from here?
There's
Class.
Questions.
what? Yeah, there's for example Darkona, but I think we should not come up with the answer. I'm not sure. But will there be any advent calendar songs this year?
Yes, but no.
But yes.
But yes.
No.
We're planning something. We don't know yet if we can work it out as we want to, but we're planning something which will be much bigger. We want to do some kind of Christmas live stream, Christmas concert stream, which will be on between Christmas and New Year's. Of course, it's not going to be live because on Christmas we spend time with our families and don't want to play a live show. So like for the lonely days, for all of you out there, because we know how it feels like between the days, like being there and nothing's really happening in the music industry, nothing new is happening. So we want to actually fill that hole. And so this is going to be more like a stream event, and we might have snippets of these for like some kind of advent calendar, but there's not going to be like an advent calendar like last year because we can't do both. And for us, it's more important to do like a proper Christmas stream than just an advent calendar. But I'm sure for like advent calendar duties, we will come up with something other funny. Maybe we can do like filming ourselves and each one is telling like, I don't know, some pathetic stories about himself or whatever. I don't know. We will find weird things to do. Maybe we have like 24 weird videos of Jared because he loves it so much being filmed.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be the pinnacle of awkwardness.
And you need to drink one little glass of schnapps between every like for day one. You do like one more glass.
Now he's intrigued.
Yeah,
Piece of cake.
Now we got the concept.
Right, that's gonna be a fucking cakewalk.
Fata Morgana 2121 asks, do you have a favorite wacky song from your childhood?
A wacky song from
everything Eurodance basically.
Yeah, I mean, as kids, I think today people would say like,
what is
Shark,
stupid.
I mean, things like Scatman John, for example. This is for me the epitome of a wacky song, or wacky songs for that matter. So, yeah. Well,
then
for
let's
me,
say
David Hasselhoff, Baywatch, the Baywatch tune, or I've Been Looking for Freedom.
I'd say No Limit. You don't know that you weren't born.
Probably not.
When were you born?
Yesterday.
No, when? Like which year?
You're asking me this?
Yeah.
Really? Like seriously?
1993.
1993.
I think you it might be even true. Like two Unlimited. I'm checking
You
it.
check it. I think my wacky song from my childhood was Mein Block from Sido. It's a German rapper and the song is very bad.
wow.
Before he was famous, it was his breakthrough song.
It's your birth.
It's certainly
Yeah. Too Unlimited. The song is my birth year.
Yeah.
it certainly didn't help your street credibility.
Yeah. No. Didn't have any credibility in the first place.
Well, you still haven't.
Yeah.
I mean, neither of us has.
No,
so-
because we're cringe.
Exactly, we're cringe metal with pink joggers. I don't see anything wrong with that, but
me neither.
maybe some people do.
There's an interesting question again, Merch, from Yari Winter. Will there be Lotto drinking glasses at some point, matching the mugs and the bottle opener? It's a good thing. I was thinking about it. Glasses are cool and can be printed nice.
I think we have talked about glasses many times when we did like the merch meetings, but we never really did it. I don't know why or for what.
There was always something that was sort of more important to release somehow, some more important ideas.
And in terms of quality and
Right.
some standards that we are trying to keep up, we might haven't found the right stuff. But since we're planning some kind of candles and stuff for Christmas, and also like we were also like planning like these candles which are in glasses and you can reuse the glasses later.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe we can combine this somehow, but we don't have like serious plans now.
Right.
Conejo Sidat asks Chris if you can tell us more about your cello. It has one of the best sounds I've ever heard.
That's so cute. Thanks. I can't tell you anything actually because
it's made of wood.
It's like my parents bought me this cello when I was 17 years old, so I was big enough to play like the full-size cello. And we went somewhere and my mother did buy it and I liked it. And I could choose from like several ones and I like the sound of it, but that's all I know. It's a cello. It's nothing super special. I could come up with a story. It's made from like 200 years old wood from somewhere in Italy or something. I really don't know. It's just
it probably is.
It's your fingers. It's your fingers, Chris.
Yeah,
The magic comes out of
right.
your fingers.
It's how I'm fingering it. I'm so good in fingering it.
Sound
as always, the sound is always in the fingers with guitarists as well, I guess.
And there's
Not
a
so much with pianists.
question
penis?
also related to the cello from Yorate 777.
Did you just say penis?
Pianists.
Ah, like
People playing this
I
instrument.
understand not so much with penises.
Yeah, me too.
There's sound in your penis, Jared.
It's a matter of how you finger your penis.
Class, what about you reading the next question and also answering it?
Okay.
Because right now you're the Q, we're the A.
Right.
Nice. Well played.
The problem is I'm playing way too few because the question is about if you have moments you sit at home and having a feeling like I need to play guitar, bass, piano, cello now and just do that for hours. I'm doing it way too few and it feels always sad if I see my instruments. It's like, fuck, I should just play whatever, random, just to kill time and have the best time of my life. I'm doing it way too few. Okay, that was my answer. It's sad.
No, I'm not really doing that. I always like touch an instrument because I feel like I want to achieve something. It's like I'm having an idea and I'm trying to work it out because I need to make it. I don't know. I need to hear it on a guitar or something. But I'm really not sitting down and just like doodling around for myself.
I do that quite a lot, actually, quite frequently.
Yeah.
And there was regarding to equipment or instruments from Mea Knight. It's hard to answer, I think, because it can be so many different things. But what low budget equipment for recording vocals? Okay, it's kind of focused. Would you recommend for a total beginner? Microphone interface and software.
You know that. This could like fill a whole evening, and if you just go like on some kind of online store or a store where you can buy these things, it might be much more helpful with talking to somebody from there and explain what you're trying to achieve. But I can give you one advice: always try to get stuff from the kind of same price / quality range. It doesn't help you shit if you buy like the best microphone in the world and then you don't have any money anymore for like a good interface or even like good cables, you know, because the weakest part of the chain is always like fucking you. So if you don't have a lot of money, then just try like to find something which kind of fits together.
Yeah.
So which kind of works nicely together. And we're living in times where you could easily get like a microphone and an interface and some cables and stuff like from was heißt Eigenmarke, Hausmarke from like
The shop brand.
yeah, from like these shop brands which do not have any kind of import, export, whatever stuff on it for like maybe 200, 300 euros, and you could easily work with that.
Or what I, for example, like from Cubase or something, these interfaces with a good microphone, and then you have Cubase Lite as well, so you already also have a easy light version of a sequencer to record that stuff.
Right.
And the quality is always on the same level, so you don't have to decide what stuff you take. It's a good package like Cubase. It's Yamaha stuff in the end. For
I know
example,
Quite good bundles.
I even know people from pro level studios which doing these mistakes, like that they're buying like super expensive stuff and then they don't have enough money for cables, and good cables are super fucking expensive, and then everything sounds shit, and they're like, why? So
there's gaming or Lost Girl. I think Prime Gaming means like they are at Prime Gaming, not that they name like that. Lost Girl 79. I would love a big beach towel for merchandise. Would be great for sports sauna too. Yeah, we just talked about it. It's a good idea. But it takes time
thinking
to
about
do
it.
them. That's the problem.
we just have this on our list here.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, now it is on the list.
No. It's on the list from the guy from Hamburg Records. Yeah,
Right.
we just talked about Towel. Towley.
And
Wanna get high?
Conejo Ciudad. Question for Jared. Have you seen the fan video of Blood for Blood in YouTube?
No.
What do you think?
I think I haven't seen it. I'm afraid. Very sorry, but
It's interesting, I think.
had anyone of you
Could
guys
at
seen
least
it?
say that you love it.
No.
Okay, I haven't seen it, but I love it already.
No, I haven't seen it.
No, actually, I'm not quite sure what you're referring to, but now
Can you
that you've
post the
mentioned
link in here?
That would be good. Just post the link and NASA probably takes it out and gives it to us. Link for the fan video on YouTube from Blood
Right.
for Blood. In the
We're,
meantime,
we're leaving in like 20 minutes, so
oh yeah, let's speed up. So, because there's a question from Hélène de Lorient again. Asp, the artist, recently revealed that you collaborated for their upcoming album. How did you get in touch with him first?
we have the same tour manager.
All right.
Period.
Right.
So
Yeah.
we somehow started talking about like doing stuff together.
So she's cheating on us.
No, she's helping us
Oh, she's
meet
cheating.
other people.
She's cheating on us, but I would like to watch.
I want to cheat
Okay.
on her.
Dark owner tipped €5, and thank you so much for everything you do for us in the name of Dark owner. And they all said thank you when they tipped for that amazing night, and in general that we're doing a great job. You're welcome, people. You give us the energy, the power, and endurance to deliver our best to you, and we're having so much fun doing it.
Damn right.
Someone's asking for misheard lyrics on the Judas album.
Yes.
Yeah, but I'd say I don't want to spoil. I'm writing that down here also because we're doing like lyric posts like every week now, like putting out some lyrics. And I always, with each post, I always want to put a question. And this could be one of the questions, like name your favorite misheard lyrics. And we will be part of it commenting, all right? So,
Buy me pizza.
misheard. Shut the fuck up. Misheard.
By the way, Dexy83 tipped €10. Thank you very much. And the next
you.
one's coming in, Waylon Reeves or Revs.
What the fuck?
Tip €200.
What's going on?
What the fuck?
You guys are
Did you forget the decimal point?
amazing. Thank you very much. Highly appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
You know, I really must say it's crazy because like
Thank you.
we would never ask for that, and of course we say like, hey, we're gonna share the split with NASA.
Yeah.
If you want to tip, do it. But I actually don't like seeing bands on Twitch always telling people like, hey, you guys need to tip and stuff. So thank you very much for doing it anyway. It seriously can be a help, and it was a help like in times where we couldn't play any concerts. Still we can't. And yeah, you never know. So thank you very much. Also on behalf of our crew member NASA, who I mean, we at least we sell shirts and CDs. She can't sell shirts and CDs. So, I mean, why not? Maybe she should start selling shirts.
Well, she's packing them.
And please only tip the money if you really have it.
Infringement stuff.
And please only tip if you don't need the money at all. If it doesn't hurt you at all. If you don't.
Yeah.
Don't feel obliged, and really. Everybody, also you should keep your money together to survive whatever comes in the future. You have to make sure that you can afford any tip. If it's €1 or 200, don't risk anything just to tip, because we love you guys anyway.
And never feel intimidated by others tipping so much, okay? Because it's like it's not that it's
not a competition.
Someone more or less just because of tipping that much.
Because you shall survive as well. Only if we can see us together, with a good feeling next time, seeing concert, playing concert, then everything is fine. It's a difficult thing to appreciate it, but still hope that you're good. Don't risk anything for that.
Yeah.
It doesn't help if you can't afford any concert tickets anymore in the near future. So.
Right.
Well.
And Jurate77 asked a good question that we can answer today, because the question is like, did you stay in German charts?
Yes.
German charts with Judas this week as well?
Yes, we did.
Yes.
We're on 30, and for second week, 30 is very good. We're gonna do a post about that tomorrow.
So we're still a top 40 band.
Yeah.
And thank you, Yulcard76, for tipping €6.66.
Yeah,
I think you already tipped as well. Crazy. And they need a NASA shirt. Any 82 said we need a NASA shirt.
Yeah, you know the problem is
not a NASA shirt.
It's not
shirt.
It's not a joke. If we did a NASA shirt, we might really get like problems with
copyright infringement.
No, but we can just print her face. Like, I think that's what they mean with the NASA shirt.
Right.
They don't want to have the NASA logo. But by the way, Katushka 483 tipped €5. Crazy.
NASA
and NASA doesn't
writing in our chat.
No. Okay, guys, vote for NASA shirt. We are open for good ideas. You can make
ideas for NASA shirts.
Send us ideas for NASA shirts, and we're gonna post the funniest ones. And
I still think we should go for Run DMX shirt.
Oh, right.
That's rather nerdy one.
Rest in peace, by the way, DMX.
What?
He died just
Who's DMX?
A rapper.
Oh, dude.
What? I was referring to Run DMC.
Yeah, then you said DMX. I know it's the code.
Yeah, it's a light thing. Who's DMX?
Yeah, but it's also a rapper that died like I think half a year ago, 1 year ago.
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't aware of that, and I'm really
his voice
sorry.
Was legendary. One of the best rap voices I ever heard.
The Run DMX in this case might be a little,
Well, okay, and under those circumstances, I
take
back my idea because I wasn't aware of that person or him passing away. I'm very sorry, I didn't mean to.
So it has to be now.
Disrespectful.
No, Jared, now it's too late.
Okay, well then I might as well get shit faced.
The kind has already fallen to the brun.
Okay, cool. Then I have to make another one.
Another brun?
Yeah, I have to dig a well. Sorry, I didn't mean I have to dig a well. I mean I have to dig her well.
But it would be funny to see NASA in kind of a comic figure, like in the perspective, the light desk goes there, and she's like a DJ on the light desk with like black eyes and fire behind her or something. That could be.
Yeah.
Surprise us, people. If you have funny ideas, even if it's sketches, it's fun.
I'm totally getting these cats on synthesizers and space vibes, like seeing NASA on some kind of light desk and with shooting lasers out of her eyes.
But like in a Gollum pose, like
laser pussy.
By the way, there's another question. How is your merch girl doing? Nadja. I don't know. Does anybody know how she's doing actually? I mean, I've seen her a couple of weeks ago when she was here. I think she's fine, right?
Well, then you can probably tell us.
Yeah, the thing was, I was not here for a long time. I could just say hi.
Okay.
But I think she's good.
How was the high moment with her? what was your impression of her?
She was fine. I mean, she was busy with Benny and the other guys having their project, so they were really into it. And she got her Judas tattoo.
Oh right, she's part of the.
Yeah,
Part of the cult.
she has it on the back of her neck, right?
My neck.
Nice.
There were, I
My
think,
neck.
5, and Alex just nailed it that day. Like J, 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 J.
Wow.
It was a fun thing. I think Nadia is good.
Good idea.
She can do her job. Actually, I think she's fine. And you will meet her the next time on tour, hopefully as soon as possible.
Yes, we're all waiting for you because you seem to be the Q guy.
Yeah. I ran out of questions, but there's also like, what has for Market 2340, what has become of the idea of a shirt to support all your crew members?
We talked about the once in one stream, and it didn't make sense to do this within the Judas release time, but it's something we see as still on. But the thing is here, we talked to some people from the crew, and when we did like actions with like donations for the crew, many of them were like, hey, please give it to the ones that actually just like do not work that much, because some are like, hey, I have another job, I don't want any donations and stuff. So we kind of took this idea and made the last minute support box, which all the money going for NASA, because she was the one like moving to Hamburg mainly for us, and the one with the least fixed job. So there goes that idea so far. But for the future, we have some ideas to do stuff. We also have some Crew of the Lost shirts left from our last tours, which we could sell on maybe with our next shop takeover or something, which we could sell like for a very high price, because of like 10 shirts, and if we sell them for like 150 euro each, and it's all going to be donated, things like that. We have things in mind. Things are going to happen. We always try to support our crew, but it always needs the right time, and it needs the right crew people to support at that very moment. So because we are not like we make this one shirt and then we make 1,000 euro and split it for 15 people. It doesn't help anyone, you know?
True.
So.
But it seems like the people really dig the idea of a NASA shirt competition.
Right.
Go for it.
Yeah.
And there's just one question that I kind of can easily answer, because in the Lord Shop, like the Jesus shirts, are they for men actually? Because it's written if it's a girly shirt or a men's shirt, right? So if it's,
there's no girlies, it's just like regular t-shirts.
Yeah. So S is kind of more for a regular, bit taller S guy. I think we don't have very small S for men as well.
But also girls can wear it?
Yeah, sure. Boyfriend
Anyone
style.
can wear it. Your dog can wear it.
Orc.
Yeah.
Dexy83 P. What's your favorite movie and your favorite guilty pleasure movie?
I don't have a guilty pleasure movie, because if something gives you pleasure, why should you feel guilty for it? As long as it doesn't harm anybody. Right? So I think what you would refer to a guilty pleasure movie. I don't know.
Slurp gulp.
Why are you biting my arm? I don't know, but my favorite
Because
movie, I think,
because he's not vegan.
oh, true. Because might be the Pick of Destiny, the Tenacious D movie, or Walk the Line, the biopic of Johnny Cash.
Still have that
The Line?
on DVD.
Yes. I also have Fight Club.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, but
The Dick of Pestiny.
movie, I don't know.
The Dick of Destiny.
Two Girls, One Cup, maybe.
I have a preview question for Jared, maybe in the next stream from Seshi666. Jared, what is something you can rant about for 10 minutes interrupted uninterrupted, sorry,
The car.
and still have more to say. So you can give a preview what you can rant about next time, because we don't have 10 minutes.
I can't do that on command. I actually don't know. Just give me any trigger and I would probably rant for.
Having kids.
Sorry.
Okay, there's a pretty harsh trigger right there.
Triggered.
Yeah, not gonna happen.
Okay, yeah, but that's for
Close
next.
to 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, story of my sex life.
Okay.
Story of my life.
What? Okay, let's. Since we gonna close this.
Lars, I have an idea.
Yeah.
You just come up with a question.
What?
But you pretend that it's been asked in the chat, and we will believe you and answer it.
Sorry again.
You just come up with a question by yourself.
And I pretend I am.
And you pretend that it has been asked in the chat.
And
now we forget about that. It's our little secret.
Nobody will know.
No. And then we answer it. So, but it needs to look like you're reading from the chat.
It needs to look like an accident.
It's our secret.
Nobody must ever know.
Okay, pass auf, jetzt überleg da.
Ja.
Tilt.
See, this was my feeling when you asked me about some topic to rant about.
Yeah, I'm overwhelmed because I just thought like the people are starting to say thank you, and some thank yous might be interesting to read.
Okay.
Sorry.
Why are you gay?
I just like overload. It's like syntax error.
Wine legs.
Good.
Okay, now it's just.
I don't know. Okay, let's start with thank yous. Sorry, I just was thinking, but for example, M. Busek doesn't have a question, but I just want to say thank you for. I'm in answer writing it for that person.
Klar, starte mal einen Rechner mal.
I don't have a question, but I want to say thank you to all that you do. You are awesome. I've discovered you a few weeks ago and became totally addicted in just a while. You are incredible artists, real musicians, super professionals, and fantastic people. I really appreciate this huge diversity in your music and all your creativity. I could write hundreds of synonyms of words fabulous, and it still won't be enough to describe you. Vielen Dank, Chris, P, Jared, Klaas, and Nick.
Where's Kartschlag?
Danke.
Thank you.
Very nice. And saying that, just knowing us for such a short time, means it seems like we are still the ones that started 10 years ago, and people kind of said the same things, and we hope to stay like that and being us and giving you the feeling that you are welcome in our community. And
it's actually if it's people from like far away, I'm not really surprised that there are always like new people. Like I just really that bad for myself. But sometimes it's really astonishing that within Germany, especially like in the metal or gothic scene, that sometimes there are people, they're like, I didn't hear from that band all my life, never heard of them. And they're like coming from the center of the gothic scene, you know, like running around with shirts of all these other bands we know. Sometimes it's astonishing that this still happens. Sorry if it sounds arrogant. I don't mean it that way. Like everyone should know us. It's just like, if some people are so connected to that scene, it's always sometimes like, what? You didn't hear from that? Crazy. It's super surprising. Of course, some people were like, yeah, I knew of that band before, but didn't like them. And then this album kind of struck me and now I like them. But it's sometimes super interesting that some people like have been around all the time and you didn't, and ways didn't cross.
But I think if I can talk from my experience, there are a lot of bands that I have in my mind that I thought one day I will listen to them, and I don't know why, but then after years I started listening to them and say, "Fuck, I missed or I like them so much," and then I just never listened to them. That
Yes,
also,
of course, I have that as well. But I mean, like literally, people like saying, "I didn't hear from that band."
yeah, okay, yeah.
This happens. Also, like from the gothic scene in Germany, and this is astounding. It's always funny.
And there's another one. Cemetery Goth says, "This isn't a question, okay, but I wanted to say thank you to all that you do. It means a lot to me. You guys' music has held a very special in my heart." Sorry, there's no full stop. That's why I have to make it on my own. It's helped me a lot over the years and still continues to do so. I love you all very much. Thank you all for what you do. Sending all my love from North Carolina.
Yeah.
That's always so cool to hear, like from people coming from the other side of the world, reading these things. Thank you very much. I need to say two things before we close, because one is a question. The question is, do you already have a replacement date for the Q&A in German that was cancelled on Wednesday? Yes, we have. It's gonna be July 26th, der 26. Juli. I don't know if you can see that. Jared is gonna post that tomorrow everywhere.
Do that.
And the second thing is, we have this 50% sale in our shop at the moment to make space in the store for new stuff. So we still have like, I don't know, 8 shirts left in like some sizes. Just go to lordshop.de. Lord, you don't say Lord minus shop.de in English, right? You say Lord
Dash.
All right, Lord dash shop
Or
Lord
hyphen.
dash shop.
Lordes.
And I'm not sure if NASA, are we gonna do some kind of raid or something?
Right. I was about to ask that.
I just want to round up our session from, sorry if I interrupt, from Victoria 42. She also saying, thank you for answering all our questions and making my life more bearable. That's also kind of deep.
Right.
Thank you that you let us entertain you. And that's,
I think that goes both
main
ways.
goal, to make lives of people better through music, or bearable, or just having a good time by listening to us. And
I want to say something to that, because sometimes people ask me, people outside of the band or outside from the fan community, they ask me, isn't that annoying that you're doing this live streams with like people asking you shit and stuff? And I was like, of course, on the one hand, you have the thankfulness to the people that make it possible that you're having this job, but on the other side, then I was like, hey, you asking me this, how do you feel like when someone's interested in what you love most? And then this person was like, yeah, I would totally love it to like answer all kinds of questions about that. I was like, there you go.
Happy to provide.
So, it might sound selfish, and it might be like a false or wrong self-love here, but this is what we love most. So if you're so much interested in us and our music, our arts, and how we see things, and how the way we can communicate, this also gives us a lot. It's not like that these questions are sucking out energy from us. This is like really giving us a lot.
Yes. It's really awesome to know.
To all you out there, not like you or Klaus or Jared.
No, I mean everyone that's on the Twitch chat right now, and has been and will be in the future, and on every other social and in real life as well.
I'm just checking who we could possibly rate.
NASA has already chosen someone.
Okay,
we're already rating someone, and everyone that's on that raid, please make noise in his chat and be like,
spam that shit.
Okay.
Who's the drummer?
All right.
Don Pedro Vienna. All right.
Who?
Who's the drummer we are rating?
No, sorry. We're rating a drummer.
Mr. Greggles. Mr. Greggles, apparently.
Okay, make a lot of noise and say hi from Lord of the Lost then. And we should say goodbye before, I think, right?
Yeah.
Probably, yes.
Who's
Oh,
picked?
Mr. Referee.
Gaza says fast. Goodbye.
Okay, goodbye, everybody.
Okay.
See you soon.
Bye, bye, bye. Thank you so much.
This will stay online, I think.